I have fully transitioned into my peachy spring era this month. I've been using the same few products, wearing the same outfits pretty much interchangeably, carrying the same bag, and so I figured why not show you the products that I've actually been reaching for. Easy, glowy, effortless, but still put together. Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hey, hi, welcome. My name is Fortune. I'm a certified professional makeup artist, but I talk about so much more than makeup here on my channel. I love shopping, I love beauty, I love fashion, but honestly, most importantly, I love feeling comfortable in my skin, enjoying my day-to-day life, and kind of just taking all of the pressure off of it. So if you are someone where you want to get your ducks in a row, you want to live your best life possible, but you want it to feel sustainable, you don't want to feel crippled by the pressures of just everything being perfect, be sure to watch this video. If you enjoy it, watch some more videos. And if you enjoy my videos, then do be sure to subscribe. I would love to have you as a part of my little family in this very little corner of the internet. Every spring, I don't know what it is, my dermatitis flares up and I've had to keep things really simple. But there's been one product that I've been using every single day to help combat my dermatitis and also just cover it up and make me feel more confident. Dr. Jart Cicapair Tiger Grass Color Correcting. It calms everything down, but it also gives this really natural, even base to my makeup. So if you're new here, we're gonna pop into makeup in just a minute, but I don't wear foundation. I think foundation ages me. It shows a lot more texture in my skin. This has kind of become my step, or like my foundation step within my routine. And I just stipple that into the skin. I apply a very thin layer. It kind of goes on a little green, but just take your time to really buff and blend it into the skin. And I am gonna go ahead and show you what one side of my face looks like with the Cicapair applied. You can see it has a really very light coverage. You can still see my redness, but it's not as prominent and my dermatitis is not as angry looking. And then when I go ahead and apply it all over my face, you can see just how well that tones my dermatitis and the redness in my skin down without adding a heavy cakey layer of makeup that tends to irritate my dermatitis further. So this is a really great, like I said, product that helps to treat my dermatitis while also covering it. And I feel like that's kind of what started the whole shift into the lighter, peachier makeup. I feel like once I got the redness in my skin tamed, I was able to really get excited about spring makeup and play up the kind of peachy tones that I think go so well personally with my complexion. Going over my makeup routine very quickly, this has not changed much, so I figured I'm still going to show you. For those of you who are new and want to see the products, I will list everything down below as well as tag them here on YouTube. There is now this new cool feature that you guys can shop my list of products that I tag within this video, which I think is great. But just to go over it very quickly, like I said, we apply the Cicapair, and then I go in with my Merit Bronze Bomb. I use the shade Scene all over my forehead, the contours of my cheeks. I kind of use this as a bronzer. Favorite cream blush. This one has just pretty much replaced all of the cream blushes in my routine. MAC Glow Play Blush in the shade Cheer Up. Peachy pink. I can't explain it. It can really go either way for you. So I find that it's a really good lay down for me. You're gonna see how I layer my makeup, but I like to put a cream blush down and then later on I will apply a powder blush on top of it just to lock everything in and kind of add that security layer so that my makeup lasts all day long. So I can pair a peach powder blush on top or a pink powder blush on top. So it kind of just gives me that versatility that I love in anything in my life. Next, I go in with my Dior Backstage Concealer. The Sephora sale is coming up and you can bet your tushy we are going to be doing a Sephora sale recommendations, what I have my eye on, what I recommend. But I've been using this concealer for a lifetime. I'm shocked that I even have it still. Put a little bit under my eyes and the center of my face just to help brighten the center of my face and further cover up the redness. My NARS Laguna bronzer. This is like an ancient dinosaur at this point, but this is just, we are married. I will never in my life look for a different bronzer. This just looks so good on my skin. I find that it gives a very natural bronze. It's not too red, it's not too orange. It is literally the perfect shade for my complexion. I cannot get enough of these NARS powder blushes. This is the new one that they released. This is the Ultimate Blush Palette. I have really been gravitating towards, surprise, the two peachy tones. I take the darker peachy tone and I apply it to the back half of my cheeks to really help reinforce not only the blush that I've already put down, but also that contour and the bronzer just to help give a more like sculpted look. This more iridescent-y peach tone, which is so, so beautiful. And I apply that to the true apples of my cheek to just give a bright kind of like pop. My skin looks delicious. I like the look of dew with a matte finish, if that makes sense. And if you are someone where you agree and you hate when the wind blows and your hair gets stuck in your makeup, and I hate when it makes my hair greasy, I'm someone where I only wash my hair twice a week and I cannot be bothered to wash it anymore, then do be sure to subscribe, because a lot of my makeup routines are simple, 15 minutes or less, but also I do incorporate this kind of like dewy skin that does not feel wet to the touch. After I apply my blush, I go in with a translucent powder. This has just been the one that I've been using on repeat. This is the Tarte Shape Tape setting powder in translucent, under my eyes, down the center of my face, in the center of my forehead, and just really mattify everything. Take the wetness out of everything. Because again, I hate it when my face feels wet. Honeybee Gardens, this is the Fine Point Brow Pencil. I'm in the shade Walnut. I don't know why I ever use any other brow product. There are other ones that I love, like the Joe Precision Brow Pencil, but this is just the best color for me. And every time I use this on a consistent basis, my brows just look the best they've ever looked. And I love how pointy and skinny the tip is. It's so good. It creates those really realistic hair-like strokes. This is the Dior Backstage Glow Maximizer palette. I purchased the combination 003, which is Pearly Peach Glow. I have been dipping between these two pink shades, Glow from Within highlight. It's not like your typical like 2016 See It From Outer Space. This gives a very natural glow that just looks like your skin is really hydrated. I took the more like yellowy highlight and I put that on the inner corners of my eye. Look at that. Look at my skin. And again, it doesn't feel wet to the touch, which I don't like. It's just really, really, I can't say enough good things about it. My Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, because the reality is that we put a lot of powder on our face. And so just to marinate it, I like to douse my face in this and then sit at my vanity, put my fan on, and not move until it is fully dry, just so that the makeup doesn't move into any of my fine lines. And then as a final touch, because you guys know I don't like to be sticky and I don't like to look too dewy, I went in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. This is the Complexion Perfection powder. I'm the shade Fair, and I just grabbed this pigmented, very light powder and I applied this to kind of like the center of my face where I didn't want to look shiny, and it does help to add the slightest like touch of coverage. Okay, now for lips today, I have a lot of favorite lip combos. We are going to be talking about other ones in addition to what I applied today, but I wanted to apply the one that kind of just blew me out of the water. This lip liner is definitely something that I want to pick up again during the Sephora sale, because look at how little she is. We're running out of space to like hold her when I apply this. Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Wherever Walnut. I absolutely love this color. It is like the most perfect pink lip liner. It gives definition, so it adds that depth to help make my lips look a little bit bigger. And I apply this to the Cupid's bow on the very top of my lips and also the very bottom of my lips to give a kind of like juicy, pouty effect. I bought this lipstick a while ago. This is the Revlon lipstick in 044 Bare Affair. And I don't know why, but for the longest time, I didn't really wear it. This has always been like an inner pout lipstick. And when I say that, it's just been something that I just apply to the center of my lips because I thought that it washed me out. I don't know, it pairs really, really beautifully with peach tones. And so this is just like my lips, but better. And I think pairing it with the Wherever Walnut, it's such a good lip combo. And like I said, it's a very nude lip, but I think it's a very pretty spring summer nude lip. I thought it was gonna be a harder transition than it has been, going from my dark lips to my more like light peach pinkier lips. The ones that I've really been gravitating towards lately have just been ones that I've been leaving in my bag and literally carrying around with me every single day. And so this is the perfect cue and segment into my YSL Lay 7 bag. Someone commented on one of my recent videos. This is the bag, the suede bag that was sitting on my credenza. I believe this is the color Barley. I think you can probably find this secondhand. I don't think they sell this in stores anymore, but it is like this really pretty neutral olive green color. It's stunning. I cannot get enough of this bag. I wore this so much in March. It just pairs so beautifully with all of my outfits. It tones everything down in terms of like if I'm wearing a lot of color, and it also makes everything pop if I'm wearing more neutrals. So it's just, again, I love a versatile anything. The YSL logo, which is like an antique gold, so beautiful. I love that it kind of like blends in really beautifully, and you can only really see it so much when the light hits it. It's just a bucket bag, and there is so much crap in here. I've lived out of this. I really do need to clean it, so I figured why not clean it together. I have my eyeglass case. I've been wearing my Amazon sunglasses. I will link them down below. I wonder if they're in here. They're probably in here. They're right here. These are my favorite sunglasses. Mike and I went shopping yesterday. We had a lot of returns to do. I'm trying to, again, fill out my spring wardrobe, but we were in Macy's and we were trying on sunglasses, and I found these really cute Versace. I'm very into Versace right now. I don't know what happened, but I found these super cute Versace sunglasses. They were like $300, and I was like, no, I have my $20 Amazon sunglasses that I literally love. They're so chic. Gift card holder. Don't ask me where I got this. So many of you were like, where did you get this? I don't know. Mike gave this to me because my wallet is this little and I can't put any gift cards in it. It is called the Pocket Organizer, and Louis Vuitton has come out with so many colors. I'm a little upset about it. Faux Goyard bag off of TikTok Shop, and this came with it. I've been using this. I just put headphones in here. I have tags. Every time I leave the house, I forget to take my tags off. See, I'm not kidding you. Another tag. I don't know if you can see all of the lip products that are in there, but it is like, I would say a lipstick graveyard, but they don't go there to die. I'm back on these Maybelline lifter glosses. I forget about them, and then they have a resurgence, and I put them on, and I'm like, why did I ever stray away from these? These have been the two that I've been wearing the most. This is in the shade Amber, and again, it has this kind of like peachy, beautiful peachy tone to it. And then this is a really good lip gloss when I just want to wear a beautiful lip liner and let the lip liner really do the talking. This is in the shade Ice. It's like a milky clear, and these are so good. They're very plumping. They plump in the sense that like they fill in the fine lines and kind of just make your lips look so juicy and so hydrated. We'll go ahead and apply some of these. I just kind of want to get a lay of the land of what's in here. I am someone, again, where I change my mind a lot and I get bored of lips. So I go between colors pretty often, but this is so good. This is Lawless in the shade Posy, and it is the most beautiful kind of like purpley pink color. It's great for the winter. It's great for the spring. It's light enough for the summer. And this again does that thing where it fills in the fine lines of your lips, really juices them up, hydrates them, and makes them look huge. I also can't get enough of these Dior lipsticks. It's the perfect nude, but this is in the shade Ultimate Pink Shine. And then for lip liners, in addition to my Wearable Walnut, these have just been on heavy rotation, on heavy repeat. I have another Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil. I love them. I think they're so good. Anywhere Caffeine. It's a really great, versatile kind of like contour color, I think. It kind of has that like brownish, peachy tone to it that matches the shadows in my face naturally. So it kind of just looks like my lips are naturally big whenever I line my lips with this. If you're looking for a more affordable lip liner, I love Honeybee Gardens shade Island Spice. And this has more of like a pinky undertone to it, but again, really gives that nice contour to the lips that just makes your lips look bigger in seconds. These are very creamy, but not like too creamy. Perfect kind of pencil. And if you like a super creamy, like glide across your freaking lips in 2 seconds, one and done, the Merit lip liners. This is in the shade Bespoke. This is more of a cool toned lip, but will make your lips look huge in 2.2 seconds. And then let me just apply the Wearable Walnut just to show you that too. This is the Makeup Forever Wearable Walnut. 3 of those are pretty similar, and obviously the Bespoke from Merit is the most different. But again, all of them are a little bit different texture. I would say the Makeup Forever is the most like your traditional lip liner. So think of like a MAC lip liner, stiffer and a little bit waxier, whereas Honeybee Gardens is kind of creamier, but still more of a traditional lip liner. And then the Merit is definitely the creamiest, kind of like glides over your lips. And it's not like so beginner friendly. I think like if you are someone where you're new to lip liner, I always recommend the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liners, the MAC lip liners, or if you would like something a bit more affordable, any of the NYX lip liners. Those are like your more true waxy traditional lip liners. Let's go ahead and just take this off. Again, this is Lawless in the shade Posy. Such a beautiful color. Think of like a tinted lip balm texture. How pretty is that color? Like literally just brings light and life to your face and gives a little bit of shine without committing to like a lip gloss. Like a lipstick texture, but very cushy, very comfortable, like a balm. Such a good color. And I think if you were someone that you have an even fairer complexion, this will look amazing on you, but it's just such a good nude with a little pop of pink that just makes you look alive. I just want to show you, but look, this just glides. In 2 seconds, your lips are lined. Sometimes a peach lip can look too warm. I find that pairing a cool tone lip liner with a more warm lip kind of like evens it out and makes the overall lip appearance look a little bit more neutral. So tip from me to you, the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in Amber. These more pigmented ones are a bit special because it's a gloss and you don't think that a gloss will add as much pigment as this one will. And let's go ahead and just let that marinate into the lips, kind of like juice them up and plump them, but it's such a good color. And again, all these colors that I'm showing you instantly kind of like brightens my overall complexion. I think that like makeup like that is just an everyday staple. Like anything that you can throw on your face and it just instantly makes you look alive, like that's the best kind of makeup. It will never go out of style. It complements your features, and it's not like we're reinventing the wheel. We're just playing up what we already had, and that is my favorite kind of makeup style for myself and anybody else. And I feel like my outfits have been the same kind of vibe too. Just really easy, but still put together. And so I've been wearing these cowboy boots nonstop, so much so that I bought them in another color. Free People, I believe these are called the Cat Nap, and I only remember that because you know I love my cat dearly. I'm such a cat girly. They are leather boots, very cute, very comfortable once you break them in. They just really elevate any outfit. They can level it up and make it like a little cool, or like level it down and make it a little bit more casual. So again, another versatile piece in my collection. Such a good transitional winter to spring kind of a boot. I'll wear them with a dress or a skirt, but I'm still consistently wearing them with jeans, barrel leg jeans, pants, dress pants, just anything. They go literally with anything and everything. Also bought them in the black. The black are just so sleek. I absolutely love these. Just like it's easy to throw a cowboy boot on, girl, it's easy to throw a chore jacket on too. I got this from J. Crew. I love this color. No, it's not like a bright, colorful color, but it's such an interesting kind of like greenish brown neutral. Again, this is from J. Crew. I forgot what this is called, but I will link it down below. I love the navy blue on the inside. Like how rich is that color? Boxy, and it gives an oversized look without swallowing me whole, which for me is so hard because I'm 5'4", but I'm very petite up top. Like I'm just so narrow that everything just looks like a potato sack on me. Okay, now some of you may think that these are crazy. I wore these yesterday and boy, did I get a ton of looks, but like this is so me. I got these at Zara. I really like the cut of these pants. Sorry, I'm in my pajama pants, just ignore them. I got dressed up top for you, not the bottom. They're kind of like barrel leg, but they're not too barrel. It doesn't look like I got off a horse and I can't walk. And I like how baggy they are, but yet how well they fit me. Again, I'm 5'4". These are not too big. They don't overpower me. They're just such a comfortable pant. They are very bold, but they're very wearable, and I've worn them several times this month. I bought them the beginning of March. I've probably worn them at least once a week, if not twice a week, so I've just gotten so much wear out of them. So again, I hope you're getting the vibe that I'm very like easy, throw on every day, not overthinking it. You have your routines and you have your kind of like uniform outfits, your uniform makeup products. When you find things and you have signature outfits, signature makeup, signature like morning routine, it just makes everything flow. You don't have to overthink it, and it just makes life a little easy. I have a tray next to my bed where at the end of the day I just take off all my jewelry and put it in the tray, and then the next morning I wake up, and then before I leave the house, I go to said tray and reapply the jewelry. This month I found some really good affordable pieces. And if you missed my affordable jewelry video, I will link it up here as well as down below. Mike bought me these earrings and I absolutely love them. I did not include them in that video because he literally bought them for me, I think the day after that video went live. But these are so fun. I just feel like these are the kind of earrings that just finish any kind of outfit off. These are from Bobble Bar. I will link them down below. 2 hearts, and then they give off like a mother of pearl look. I normally wear a lot of hoops, and these are just like a different shape. I bought this kind of charm bracelet. It has yellow gold and silver, but it's not real. I don't remember the material. I will link everything down below if you want to go ahead and check it out. Bought this the very beginning of March. I haven't taken it off since I got it. I work out with it, I shower with it, I bathe with it, like I do everything with it, and it still totally fine. I believe this is like 80 something dollars, but I just thought this was so cool, something different to add to my stack. I was on TikTok. I follow this girl, Gianna, and she always talks about jewelry, and she had this tennis bracelet on, and I saw it and I was like, oh my God, I need that. And I thought like, it's probably like at least like $5,000, but actually this is sterling silver, masonite, or is it moissanite? I don't know how you say it, but I will link this down below. This is from the brand Jazzle, $225. But if you use the code Gianna, you can get some money off. I think I got it for a little bit less than 200, but look at how pretty this is. Like, look at the chain. It's just so different. And again, a really versatile piece. I think this is feminine, but also kind of masculine, just like the kind of chain that it is. And then the clasp, look at this. The clasp was even decked out with the moissanite all over it. So again, I got this in the very beginning of March. I have not taken this off. I've worked out with it. I've showered with it. I've taken baths with it. It has not left my wrist. This is David Yurman. Mike gave this to me. I recently got this resized and I love it because now it's really like staying in place. It's not jumbling all over my bracelets. And so this is a recent ad in March. Again, I've had it, but now that it fits me, it's so nice. And I love the clasp on it too. So cool. Cartier. This is the nail bracelet. This is the love bracelet. And then this is my tennis bracelet that Mike got me from Macy's. You can see it just, they all sing in harmony together. I absolutely love them. Yeah, that's basically everything I've been reaching for this past month. It's all kind of fitting into this really easy, effortless spring vibe. It's made the transition from winter to spring really easy for me. And so if you're someone where you're struggling with that, I hope that you can find some answers and maybe some inspiration in this video. Let me know what you've been loving lately. I'm fully in like my spring reset mode right now, whether it's my wardrobe, my home, just like my overall life. And I would love to hear what you guys have your hands in, what it is you're looking forward to this spring, what we're adding to the closet, what we're removing from the closet, anything spring that you guys want to talk about. I would love to hear. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to do me the kind favor of giving it a big thumbs up down below. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell button. This way you get a notification every time a new video goes live here on my channel. I love you guys so, so much. Happy spring. And I really, really hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys. Mwah.